I've been rocking a bad hair day, so this is as good as it's going to be. Okay, I finally went and saw Black Panther. I love seeing the Marvel films opening night, but just the way my schedule worked out, it ended up being better seeing it on the cheap night Tuesday. Yippee. Finally got to it, doing a review for it, a little too late. Oh no, might do a clickbait title. That should help. Whiskey break right there. But I don't want to build a following off of clickbait and Logan Paul stuff. That ain't me. So I got to see Black Panther tonight, and let's just start off. I'm born in 1995, it's 2018. Race has nothing to do with my thoughts of it. It could have been all white people, all black people, all Asian, all Oompa Loompas. I don't care. I didn't see a difference. Saw the characters and for who they are. I'm also aware it's a Marvel film. It is a superhero film, so it's going to have a lot of those tropes, typically. Or you at least expect those tropes, so that does factor into how you feel about said film. As I'm watching it, the very first thing that just blew me away, like I could tell throughout the whole film, oh my gosh, the director, he is absolutely phenomenal. Ryan Coogler, really good. Just all the action scenes. If you've seen John Wick, you're going to like the action scenes in this film. For the most part. Most movies are only as good as their villain, and you know what? That can be true a lot of the time. This one, I've read the backstory of this villain is what makes him so good. I don't think so. I feel like Marvel has used the exact same, it's very similar backstory, but what made Michael B. Jordan so good in this film was just his charisma. Something about him, his presentation of the lines, the script he was given. The only problem was there was not enough of him. I would watch a standalone film of this guy, and he was great for the scenes he was in, but he wasn't there as much as you kind of want him to be. Another really big flaw is a lot of the character choices in this film seem very just brash and just, okay, I am going to do this. There's no even thought or consideration. Now, if that's going back to the comics and how each character just feels, then okay, I kind of get it. But at the same time, just like any normal person would kind of question what's going on for a minute. Another whiskey break right there. But a lot of background cast actually did really good. Lupita Nyong'o, Danai Gurira, Andy Serkis, all were really good. I found them more believable than Chadwick Boseman. I dare you to say those names better. Being that it is a standalone Marvel film, you're not going to get as many characters as, say, the Avengers would have, and going into that film, I was mentally prepared for that, but if you're not mentally prepared for that, oh, I got some bad news for you. As well, the cinematography was it's a big-time franchise and studio. Obviously, cinematography is going to be good. I hate when reviewers say that. But the CGI was really good for the most part. But there were also times where it wasn't the best. Like, it was noticeable, which I don't care too much about, but other people do. So, I'll please, yeah. The movie's been out for a little while. The hype is obviously there. Some of the titles I've been reading while trying to avoid spoilers are that this film is an Oscar contender. I don't think it's an Oscar contender when you look at all the films that are being nominated right now. If it is an Oscar contender type film, it might just because the Academy is picking it because of the race of the people in it. I don't think so. Acting was great. Directing was great. It just doesn't have that Oscar pretentious feel, if you know what I'm saying. As well, after 4 days at the box office, it has the second highest 4-day gross of any film ever, beating out The Last Jedi. It's grossed almost $300 million in the US alone, which, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Good for it. You can do so much damage at a McDonald's value menu with $300 million. Would I rank this as a film to say second best opening of all time? Not really. It's more because it came out at the right time of year when there just wasn't a lot of blockbusters out. But if Iron Man 3 and Minions are billion-dollar films, then this one deserves to be up there. I don't know if there was a projection, but the lighting of this film wasn't really good at parts. There was a person I was with at one point, and they said they couldn't even really see the film. And I want to say that's just a projectionist, so I'm expecting to go a second time. This is a movie I kind of want to go see a second time, just really get engulfed and watch it. So IMDb currently lists this film at a 7.9 out of 10, me being my picky ass and comparing it to other Marvel films. I'm going to give it more of a 6.8 around there. Yeah, what are your thoughts below? What would you rank it as? Please let me know. Please comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And thank you all so much for putting up with me.